Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. He'll see the Clippers and Houston. Tip-off goes to Houston. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Bradley and Gallinari are the wingmen. Tobias Harris is out there with Gortat, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position.
It's a near instant release on the catch-and-shoot jumper from Steph Curry. Incredible percentage with how quickly he gets it off.
Now here's Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Houston making a switch here. Here's Houston now. It's a three-point game. Willis with a screen on Harris. LeBron passes to Willis. It's Durant on the wing. Willis with a screen on Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Durant for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And here is Los Angeles now, and it's blocked. James has a two-pointer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Gortat with the screen for Bradley. There's a screen by Gortat. They double him with James. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Gortat finishing it off.
Well, the Polish hammer pulverizing the rim.
Durant against Bradley. Durant kicks to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Gallinari against James. Outside Curry. There's a screen by Willis. They double team Curry. 6 on the shot clock, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
And here's Los Angeles, trailing by 4. Everly with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. There's a screen by Gortat. Gallinari outside. It's hauled in by Willis.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now here's LeBron. Here's Reeves. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
He doesn't let that possession go to waste, Kev. He's going to feed on those second chance opportunities. Boy, that's pretty work.
Houston making some changes. Tobias Harris is checked in for Willis. Posey comes in for James. And it's Brown in for Durant. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Gortat. Johnson comes in for Gallinari. Williams, he's checked in for Bradley. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Inside, here's Posey. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Johnson, a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Houston leading by 4. Brown kicks to Curry. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Down low, Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Kev, there's so much to Steph Curry's greatness. He runs the pick and roll to perfection.
And here's Los Angeles. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, one season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball forwards.
Now Harris following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. Harris a screen on Williams. Brown dishes to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, you like the poise of the young player like Jaylen Brown. He's not throwing up bad shots, just bides his time, doesn't let the clock affect him.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson, the pass to Harris. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Harris has got his first bucket in this one. Houston leading by 6. Now here's Curry. He has 6. Here's Reeves, and Houston again with the bucket.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
Williams for 3. And so it's Houston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action after this word. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
They've got Harris on out there at Bledsoe. Then there's James Posey, and it's Hayward in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Williams. Bledsoe outside. Brown outside. Harris a screen on Williams. Williams with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Second chance shot, and Johnson lays it in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
There's the screen. It's Brown with the drive. Here's Bledsoe. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, you play him to try and score, and then Bledsoe double crosses you. That is pretty.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Bledsoe to the inside. Johnson, good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Houston leading by 4. Bledsoe outside. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Bledsoe. They set the pick. Hayward on the wing. Let's go. Clock at 4. And Houston again with the bucket.
Well, Gordon Hayward will find his rhythm fast if you allow him to catch and shoot.
Los Angeles trails by 6. And the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Kevin Willis is checked in for Harris. LeBron comes in for James Posey. And Durant subbed in for Brown. Now here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Durant, no good.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Thornwell, the pass to Beverly, and the layup's good off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's James. Bledsoe outside. James, a screen on Beverly. And Bledsoe, here we go. Here's Willis. Gallinari with the rebound. Los Angeles trails by 6. Thornwell, the pass to Gortat. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Marcin Gortat, the Polish hammer, in the final year of a 5-year, $60 million deal. Greg, he's been worth every penny.
He has, but he turns 35 this season. He'll be motivated to earn that next contract, but now on the downslope, we may see his role evolve over the next few years.
Harris is checked in for Sindarius Thornwell, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is Houston. 1:33 left in the second quarter. Beverly, the pass to Gallinari. And Beverly kicks to Harris. Fade away. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
There's a screen by Willis. Hayward goes in. Willis, the pass to LeBron. Bledsoe against Gortat. Goes up off the pick. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Boy, what creativity with the ball in his hands. Bledsoe will wear you out in the pick and roll.
Los Angeles trails by 6. Beverly dishes to Gallinari. Harris a screen. Gallinari against Hayward. Gortat with the screen for Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Gallinari hits them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Durant. To the inside, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Tobias Harris is checked in for LeBron. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. Here's Curry with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 9 points.
Well, this team uses the screen action so well. You've constantly got to be prepared to tag Stephen Curry, and in this case, the defense just not good enough.
And here is Williams. 3 seconds left. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Houston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. The second half just about to get going here. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Bradley and Gallinari are the wingmen. Gortat is out there with Harris, and it's Beverly in at the point. Stolen by Beverly. Passes it to Gallinari. Back to Beverly. There's a screen. Harris with it. Guarded now by Durant. Pocket 4 and slam dunk by Harris.
And guys, right now the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Yeah, with the score this tight, someone has to come over and take the charge or at least contest the shot.
And so it's Houston with it after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's James, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Don't you get the sense that LeBron James is in complete command, not only of himself, but of his teammates? The drive this guy possesses is truly incredible.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Durant against Bradley. Harris kicks to Bradley. Harris a screen. Gallinari on the wing. Gortat with the screen for Gallinari. It's hauled in by Willis. Willis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Durant for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Durant's got 5.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Curry with the steal. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
And Cousins, also a good ball handler, just taking it strong there to the hole.
Los Angeles trails by 9. Beverly with the ball. The steal. And here's LeBron outside. Avery Bradley pulls it in. And here are the Clippers now. Gallinari outside. That one falls.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense. 3 for 4 to open the 3rd.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders in this league. Don't forget about Avery Bradley. That's been his calling card from the moment he set foot in the league.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Johnson comes in for Gallinari. Thornwell, he's checked in for Bradley. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. The lead pushed to double digits. 5 points in the game. And Greg, for Bradley, there's some disconnect as far as his defensive impact. You know, the numbers guys will say it doesn't quite match up to his reputation.
Yeah, I mean, more impactful as an on-ball defender than he is as, say, a help defender. Probably a little undersized for an off guard, but his commitment, no doubt, is off the charts.
Lou Williams has checked in for Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. Scott a screen. Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Houston. 1:52 left in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded. And Hayward at the stuff.
I don't think you can let Gordon Hayward get free around the rim. This guy will throw it down and leave no doubt.
Los Angeles trails by 12. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one wide left. And it's Houston's ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And he gets the bucket. Reeves has got 6 points.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
I think it's obvious, Greg. They want this win. They're showing no let-up in their attack right now.
Now here's Williams. Back to Scott. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Brown. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Boy, that is about as low a percentage shot as I've ever seen. I guess this guy likes a challenge.
Curry kicks to Brown. Durant with a screen on Williams. Brown the pass to Reeves. From outside, off the mark. Durant with the steal. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got the lead up to 14 now for Houston.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Williams against Brown. Scott with a screen on Brown. Outside, Scott. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Scott's got his second bucket of the game to go. Durant with a screen on Williams. Brown kicks to Curry. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Houston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey, guys, I told you, one bucket at a time.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. We've got Brown. Tobias Harris is out there with James Posey. Then it's Curry. And it's Reeves in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, we know Steph Curry is a lethal shooter. I think the underplayed value that he has is his finishing ability at the rim. He can get into the mid-range. I mean, you've got to guard this guy from every space on the floor as soon as he steps across the half-court line.
Los Angeles trails by 12. Now Beverly. There's a screen by Gortat. Right side, Williams. That shot, no good.
Yeah, affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Right wing. Curry against Beverly. There's a screen by Gortat. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Over in the corner, Brown. Hits the three-point bomb. And Houston leads by 17.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Drains the three-pointer.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
No, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Harris outside. To end the run. He can't get that one. And Houston the other way now. Now here's Curry. They set the pick. There's the pass to Reeves. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Curry against Beverly. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Gallinari outside. Out to Harris. Over Harris. Harris misses.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Posey. Another miss by Houston. Los Angeles trails by 18. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Houston making some changes. Willis, he checked in for Harris. James comes in for James Posey. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Now, here is Gallinari. There's a screen by Gortat. Gallinari attacking over James. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Houston leading by 16. James outside. And James throws it down.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead.
Here is Harris. Following the score by Houston. Back to Beverly. To the paint. It's tipped, but they get it back. Gallinari wide open. No good off the front iron.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's LeBron. Willis with a screen on Gallinari. Here's James. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And really no better leader in the NBA than LeBron. The closest thing to a player coach we've had in a long time.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Houston. Bledsoe comes in for Steph Curry. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Tobias Harris. Johnson comes in for Gallinari. Thornwell, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Johnson against James. Willis with a screen on Johnson. Here's James, and James throws it down.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Here's Thornwell. Feeds it to Scott. It's deflected. Here's Harris, and it's Houston with another.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
Well, they're certainly connecting on a lot of shots in the second half, generating high percentage looks and really cashing in.
Thornwell can't get it to go. So we see Houston taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time. Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's Houston taking on Sacramento.
Boys, nice and high.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. Fox with it. Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Durant. Johnson is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Curry. And it's LeBron in at the 3. Now here's Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Sinks the triple. Hield's got himself on the board with 3 there.
and he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop of crate, he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
Here's Bagley following the score by Houston. Over Johnson. Tries again. Bagley, no good. We're about 1 minute into the first. Johnson with a screen on Hield. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
This just in. Kevin Durant is good. How easy does offense come to him?
Sacramento with the ball. Coley Stein, a screen. Curry with the steal. Cousins, the pass to Johnson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Now, here's Fox. Outside, Bogdanovich. Cauley Stein with a screen on James. Shoots from 14. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Cousins, the kick out to LeBron. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Here's Bagley, and that one comes up a bit short. Durant for three, good, and it's Cousins picking up the assist. Durant's got 5.
That's why Durant's one of the best scorers in the game. I don't know how the defense stops that.
Fox dishes to Bagley. Hield with a screen on Johnson. To the paint, off the pick. Second chance effort. Hield with the bucket. He's got 5.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Zach Randolph is checked in for Cauley Stein. This year comes in for Bagley. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And McLemore subbed in for Hield. Curry gets the bucket.
Going deep into his bag of tricks, Steph beats good defense with a great move.
Fox kicks to Randolph. McLemore with a screen for Randolph. Back to Fox. Randolph, a screen on Curry. Here's Fox. The putback, can't get the putback. Houston leading by 4. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And Houston again with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
There's the screen. Randolph kicks to Fox. And the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
Brown wide open. He fires. 1:11 left to play here in the first. Off the pick and finished off by Brown.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the score by Houston. Feeds it to Durant. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, he was a college player of the year, the first freshman to ever do it. We all knew Kevin Durant would be special.
Some changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles comes in for Labissiere. And Farrell subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Houston. Eric Bledsoe comes in for Steph Curry. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the jam by Bledsoe.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the middle, here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
And good that time.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Farrell, guarded by Bledsoe. Farrell kicks to Randall. Over Garnett. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And Randolph's skill in knocking down their mid-range jump shot is important to this team. Helps to have a big man with a jumper.
And so it's Houston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go and... Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
No, right off the tip, it was an ambush, pushing the pace every chance they got.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Houston. Garnett out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Hayward, then there's Bledsoe, and it's Reeves in at the center, locking down the middle.
Like seeing the active hands of Hayward on defense, really using that gigantic wingspan of his to come up with steals.
Giles kicks to McLemore. 13 feet away, and no good, trying to use the glass.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And that one falls for Jackson. Sacramento making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Randolph. And it's Bogdanovich in for Ben McLemore. And a switch here also for Houston. Willis is checked in. There's a screen by Willis. And Bledsoe, here we go. This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. On the heel, he's checked in for Jackson. And a switch here also for Houston. James checked in for Antetokounmpo. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Farrell, guarded by Bledsoe. Farrell kicks to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. And he drops it in from the low post. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the game.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Passes it to Giles. Outside Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Farrell, guarded by Bledsoe. Giles kicks to Hield. There's a screen. Makes it off the glass.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. Fox comes in for Yogi Ferrell. And then for Houston, Jaylen Brown's checked in for Garnett. And it's Stephen Curry in for Eric Bledsoe. Inside, here's LeBron. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. James has got the lead up to 14 now for Houston. Pass to Bagley. He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
And James throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Shoots from the elbow, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Bogdanovich has got 4 points now in the quarter. They set the pick to the inside. Hayward, and Hayward with the stuff.
Putting himself in a great position to score the ball, Gordon Hayward knows how to roll to the hoop.
Fox against Curry. Fox kicks to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Hield. Unloads from 13. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
The shot by Hayward, wide open, and another 3 for Houston.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Bagley sets a screen for Fox. Bogdanovich passes to Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
There's a screen by Willis. Here's LeBron. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. 46 seconds left in the first half. Hield against Brown. They double him with LeBron. Bagley kicks to Bogdanovich. Bagley sets a screen for Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Brown. Houston leading by 15. There's a screen by Willis. Here's LeBron. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. James has got 8.
I'll tell you, LeBron with the ball inside feels like a foregone conclusion.
Curry against Fox. The pass to Bagley. 4 seconds left. And he comes up with the deuce. He's got 8.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Houston leads by 15. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Of action around, as always, the Capitol Building tonight. We are in Sacramento, and we continue here on 2K Sports. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, you know, you don't think of him as a big-time playmaker, but over the first 2 quarters, that's exactly what he was.
You know, it's a nice change for him and for the team. It's not like he's selfish. We're just not used to him playing that way.
On the wings, Hield and Bogdanovich. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. And it's Fox in at the point, so that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
How a guy as big as LeBron can handle the ball that well is a mystery.
There's the pick. Curry with the steal, and it's Houston on the break. The shot misses, and Sacramento will go the other way with it. Fox against Curry. Here's Fox. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Cousins with a screen on Hield. Durant against Cauley Stein. Durant dishes to Cousins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Sacramento making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Cauley Stein. Randolph comes in for Bagley, and Farrell subbed in for Buddy Hield. Curry against Fox. Here's Randolph. Reeves with the rebound.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot, and this one was uncontested.
Zach Randolph, a paragon of consistency over his career. In his prime, a nightly 20 and 10 guy, and still producing.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
Got a piece of it. Here's Durant. Off the left rim and out. Sacramento trails by 21. And the Memphis Grizzlies retiring Randolph's number 50 going into last season.
And helped forge an identity for that team and really made them relevant. I mean, he's played on a handful of teams, but I think Memphis was that match made in heaven.
Close to the hoop, Zach Randolph wreaks havoc. The defense has to do a better job to prevent him from getting that close.
For 3, Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. Durant's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Sacramento making some changes. Skal Labissière's checked in for Giles. Justin Jackson comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And McLemore subbed in for Yogi Ferrell. Labissière, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And McLemore kicks to Labissière. Randolph in the posts. And Fox has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Randolph sets a screen for Fox. It's rebounded by Houston. Reeves has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Garnett misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Here's Randolph. It's rebounded by Houston.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
They double-team Curry. Back to Antetokounmpo. Sinks the triple. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Fox against Curry. Fox kicks to Randolph. It's deflected.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
Durant, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Fox against Curry. Left side, Randolph. Randolph, a screen on Curry. Here's Fox. Looking to end the run. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you can see the potential that Labissière has, an explosive player who's surprisingly quick for his size.
At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second. To the middle, here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on. An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
so it's Houston with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. So on the floor for Houston, Hayward out there with Kevin Willis. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Brown. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1. Clock at 6. Bledsoe against Teal. A three-pointer off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Screen by Cousins. Bledsoe against Teal. Cousins with a screen on Heel. And Bledsoe, here we go. There's Brown with the 3. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Brown's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Houston. Now here's McLemore. He's covered by Brown. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Sacramento making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. Shumpert comes in for Jackson. And Farrell subbed in for Heel. Screen by Cousins. Out left to the wing. Shumpert against Hayward. Now here's Shumpert. Not a lot of room. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And the pure strength of Shumpert allowing him to finish through contact.
Screen by Cousins. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Screen by Cousins. Over in the corner, Brown. Willis with a screen on Shumpert. For 3, Hayward. Hayward against Shumpert. In the corner, Farrell. He kicks it to Koufos. A shot off that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Passes it to Bledsoe. In the corner, it's Hayward. And it's Willis finishing it off.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
Here's McLemore. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
There's a screen by Willis. Brown the pass to Willis. Out to Hayward. Hits it from three-point range.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
To the inside. That's good from McLemore on the assist by Koufos.
Nice interior passing, and then the strong finish.
Well, look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And the jam by Bledsoe.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
He is not scared of anybody. He knows he can play amongst the big boys, and he showed it.
There's the pick. Here's Shumpert. Here's Koufos. And that one drops for him.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Scal Labissière's checked in for Sacramento. And then for Houston, James checked in for Hayward. And it's Klay Thompson in for Brown. Farrell kicks to McLemore. Pass to Giles. And that one is hammered home.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Giles. Jackson comes in for Shumpert. And it's Buddy Hield in for Ben McLemore. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Houston. Kufis and a missed layup. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Cousins. Here's Bledsoe, and he drops it in from the low post.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
You know what? It's two competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the vest, the other fast and loose.
Hield from outside. That shot off. So we see Houston taking the W here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's